maneuvers employed every day by fleet strike fighter aviators across the Navy in training and actual combat operations. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the right now as Commander Stinson and Lieutenant Commander Keith will do a section takeoff. The Super Hornet has 44,000 pounds of thrust in each airplane. That is equivalent to 140,000 horsepower. Getting their takeoff roll from the right. Section takeoff. At this time, I'd like to introduce the air crew, all stationed here at NAS Oceana, bringing you today's fleet demonstration. From the Gunslingers of VFA 105, flying Canyon 11, the flight lead for today's demonstration, and the commanding officer of VFA 105 is Commander Eric Stinson. Commander Stinson will call "Fights On" and rapidly maneuver his aircraft into an offensive position, highlighting the remarkable agility of the Super Hornet. Watch as Commander Stinson brings his nose to bear on his opponent with a quick kill. Commander Moreno will approach show center at tactical speed from the right to meet his opponent, Lieutenant Commander Irons, who is simulating an enemy aircraft. As they cross flight paths, Lieutenant Commander Moreno and Commander Irons will take the fight into the vertical to demonstrate the superb vertical handling capabilities of the Super Hornet. Watch how quickly Lieutenant Commander Moreno is able to hit the MH-60S based at Naval Station Norfolk approaches show center to demonstrate a simulated Special Operations Force tactical insertion. The MH-60S Knighthawk is a highly versatile multi-mission helicopter capable of executing both maritime and land-based missions that include combat search and rescue, vertical replenishment, anti-surface warfare, Special Operations Forces support, and personnel recovery. In today's demonstration, the Dusty Dogs will show you the techniques used by fleet aviators in both training and actual combat. Flying the helicopter in Dusty 4-1 today is Lieutenant Commander McKnight, hailing from Fairfax Station, Virginia, and Lieutenant Stoas from Knoxville, Tennessee. Their combat air crewmen for today's demonstration are Naval Air Crewman 2nd Class McDaniel from Roseville, California, and Naval Air Crewman 2nd Class Moore from Townsend, Maryland. Watch as they bring the helicopter around for a precision landing. Special Operations Forces with task ropes out of the helicopter. Since the beginning of the war on terror, the F-18 has proven through lethal precision why it is regarded as one of the most effective close air support platforms in the world. In this next demonstration, Commander Stinson, Lieutenant Commander Stephen Moreno, and Lieutenant Bonner will demonstrate how the F-18 is utilized to bring weapons to bear on enemy ground forces engaging notional Special Operations soldiers inserted into a hot landing zone. Let's listen now as the Joint Terminal Air Controller calls call sign Spartan 55 calls in for Super Hornets to take out the threat. Ladies and gentlemen, look to your right as Commander Stinson and Lieutenant Commander Keith use a low-altitude ingress to utilize the element of surprise as they engage enemy ground forces. KD-11, clear on. KD-11, all safe. Those bombs are right on target, folks, but now there are enemy reinforcements moving in. So getting back as well, Lieutenant Commander Moreno and Lieutenant Bonner from your left to engage the new threat. You'll see both fighters come in low and pop up to get a quick look at where the enemy is positioned and roll in for the attack. Look to your left, ladies and gentlemen, it's Canyon 2-1 and 2-2 coming for the attack.
2-1, flight in, hang 040.
Canyon 2-1 flight, clear hot. The enemy is now confused and spreading out. Watch from your right as Spartan 55 has called Commander Stinson and Lieutenant Commander Keith to come in again for simultaneous pop attacks on 2 different enemy positions. Here they come from your right for the mirror pop attack.
KD-11 popping, tally target. KD-12 pop. KD-11 in heading 230.
KD-11 in flight, clear high. level gun attack, Lieutenant Commander Moreno, Lieutenant Bonner. They will look to target the enemy positions with their 20mm cannon for precision strafe attacks.
You want the white building your target is retreating to the north. Taking 5, tally target.
With their mission complete, the Special Operations Ground Forces are now calling for Knighthawk helicopter extract.
Dusty 4-1, Spark 5-5, ready for extract. However, have enemy troops in the open. Pipeline to follow. With the Sky Point Control bomb on target. Rocket. My position 18 here, Victor Foxtrot 077751. Target location northwest 300 meters. Troops in the open marked by white building oriented north-south. Final tactic 230 plus or minus 10. TOT immediate. That's the push.
Though the Super Hornets have taken out the majority of the enemy forces, it's still a hot landing zone. To meet that contingency with lethal response, the Knighthawk is capable of being armed with both 7.62 and 50 caliber machine guns, up to 8 Hellfire air-to-surface missiles or rockets, and a 20mm cannon. As Dusty 4-1 approaches the extract point, they will demonstrate the pattern used to employ rockets and guns on remaining enemy targets. From the right, remaining low for cover, then they'll pop up and now roll in for the attack. They'll then push on the land to extract the friendly Special Operations Forces.
Dusty, Spark 5-5, good.
Combat missions can often last upwards of 7 hours, which requires aerial refueling to maximize on-station time. A reality of combat, every carrier-based aviator must be able to perform the complex task of receiving fuel airborne, day or night and under any conditions. A testament to the versatility of the Super Hornet is not only able to perform all the lethal combat missions you've seen today, but is also able to fill the role of airborne tanker as well. Right now, Lieutenant Adams is configuring his aerial refueling store in Canyon 3-1 to provide critical gas to Canyon 1-2, piloted this morning by Lieutenant Commander Keith. As they pass Show Center, you'll notice the precision required by Lieutenant Commander Keith to maintain a steady position less than 10 feet from the tanker aircraft. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the right as Canyon 3-1 and 1-2 conduct the aerial refueling demonstration pass.
75th anniversary of the base. You can see the short skyband now directly overhead, proceeding to the right. What we'll be able to see once they depart the aircraft, there, you see the little white dot? That white dot is a small drogue chute, which will help keep them in good position and not get going too fast as the two bodies, possibly weighing over 200 pounds, will accelerate to a terminal velocity of about 120 miles per hour. Once they reach their proper altitude, a predetermined altitude, the tandem masters will reach behind their right hips and grab a small leather ball, smaller, just smaller than a tennis ball, and they'll throw it out, deploying the main parachute. And you can see them now. You will also see a very small chute slightly farther out to the left that looks like it's moving really fast. If I am not mistaken, that's one of the swoop chutes with an airborne videographer. Actually, I'm seeing two of them. They are very small parachutes in comparison to the ones being flown by the two tandem jumpers. These smaller parachutes, nicknamed swoop chutes, can go down to under 125, 85, and depending on the guts, the speed, and the extreme nature of the sport, they can have square footage down to 65 square feet and have a forward speed of in excess of 40 miles per hour. Right now, these two people receiving these tandem jumps have a view of Naval Air Station Oceana and Norfolk and the surrounding areas unlike any other. Now watch them as they do the hook turns real close to the ground. Look at how small the chutes are compared to the jumper underneath. Pulling on the steering lines for a run-on landing. One jumper down. And two jumpers down. The normal forward speed of these large parachutes is about 22 miles per hour. And they are maneuverable as can be. Spiraling down now, they can reach speeds of up to 60 miles per hour. But they actually are steered in much the same way as the Wright brothers, Wilbur and Orville Wright from Dayton, Ohio, steered their first powered aeroplane back in 1903 at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. They actually changed the shape of the wing. Here comes another jumper in. Let's give them a big round of applause. The four jumpers already on the ground.
Guys, look, complete! Now, Hornet? No, but I bet they jumped out of it.
As they approach, you can see them work the toggles or the steering lines. To turn left, the jumper pulls on the left steering line. To turn right, the jumper pulls on the right steering line. As they approach, you can see this wing warping take place. Now, also, as they near the ground, The fleet flyby as these jumpers approach the ground. Let's give Skydive Suffolk a big round of applause. The tandem masters, Alberto Marcias and Graham McNulty, with Virginia Beach principals from the schools, Heather Quinn and Matthew Horvath.
From the left, the Navy Diamond carrier brake.
Exactly. I might be getting out as well. Yeah. See, they do have reserves, but you have to load up.